Alrighty, hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name's Megan, if you are new here, and this is my second attempt at nails. Okay, well, technically third. There's one in between that you guys didn't see that I did that turned out a lot better, and that was because I got different tips. The tips that came in the kit that I got are not very good, so I'm not using them. Right now, it's the day before Thanksgiving. I don't want to do fall nails, but I don't want to do fully winter nails. But we're going to be doing a photo shoot with me, my daughter, and husband. So I'm going to do some very simple ones. This is what I'm going for. They have little pearls on them because when I got my set, it came with like little pearls that I can put on the nails. The only thing I'm doing different this time is two reasons that they started falling off. And I had one hand that stayed on and one hand that fell off. I don't know. And my dominant hand stayed on, so that did make sense to me. I'm going to make them a little bit shorter, so hopefully that should help them to last longer. I think because of my job, I dishwash every now and then, so I think that got in the way, and I'm a server, so either way, it both comes by on them. So I'm going to make them a little bit shorter, so they should hopefully last longer. But let's get into this. Alrighty, so starting off with cuticle care, I am removing my cuticles. Now, this is a learning in process situation. You will see in this video, I actually end up cutting some of my cuticles pretty bad. I was kind of dripping blood for a minute. It's pretty bad, so just take your time. I feel like I was just rushing it. This is me pushing back the cuticles, but when it came to actually like removing them, I feel like I just rushed it because I wanted to get it done, and just don't do that. Take your time. Don't worry about it taking forever, but that's currently what I'm So I actually learned that this nail drill bit, whatever you want to call it, you can clearly tell I'm not the most professional at this, is to remove your cuticle. So I started using that, and I will say it was a lot less intimidating than I thought. It was a lot easier than I guess I was imagining it to be. So definitely recommend getting this, and they're not very hard to come by. Spend all my days searching for gold. So this is me now starting on the other hand. I didn't show this process with the other one. I don't know why, but this is the cuticle remover. This is where you put it and everything, and then you start to push them back. I always tell you, cuticle care, definitely take your time to learn it, because when I first did my first set, this is why I think they popped off, is because I kind of just like graced over it and didn't do it as well. And now my nails have been lasting. I'm editing this video like a week later from doing them. Definitely take your time to do cuticle care. And these are what our little nubs look like, and they look so much better than the first time I did them. But now I am sizing them to fit, and the biggest thing is make sure they fit from sidewall to sidewall, so that the entire part of your nail, this is a big part. Also, pick a good set of tips, because my first tips were not very good, and these ones, they were a lot stronger and they do last a lot longer, so I definitely recommend that part. Spend all my days searching for gold. I will be running out of time. So here I'm just taking off the shine. This file ended up not being strong enough for this, so I just ended up using nail file. But right here you can see that I did clip the cuticle pretty bad. This was the nail I had the most blood on, but I tried this. I plan on buying a new file, but for now I just use a nail, like a manual nail file. So here I'm putting on the layer of nail glue onto my nails. You're supposed to do one thin layer, and I'll tell you, doing Jet X nails, the hardest part is figuring out how much gel to do, because I feel like I overdid it like really bad on my first set. So just take your time to learn that, and like don't feel bad if you mess up, because I definitely did on my first round. But you cure this for how long it says on the bottle of your nail glue. To see all your beauty. So this is where you're now going to put on the nail extension. So you just do a thin layer of the glue and then you take the edge of the brush from the glue to put a glob. This is where I messed up because I watched somebody who had longer natural nails than me. But you want to do how much of your actual natural nail, not everybody else. This is the part I feel like I struggled the most on my first one. I just tried to do it quick and get it done. I obviously still mess it up here because I do let go of my nail, but I ended up being able to fix it by just pressing down a little bit longer for my pinky nail. So now all of our nails are on. I also didn't show me shaping and filing them because I do not do a great job. I'm definitely learning, so I didn't feel like showing that, but I'm doing French tip. This is the gel nail I'm using for my base. I think it actually turns out pretty good. I was very surprised I picked this out without any help. And I'm colorblind. Do what I could, but I'm trying to do the French tip, so this is. And I will say I use a lot of acetone to clean up because I am terrible at painting my own nails. So you will see that no matter what. I will never get better at that part. Never. So after my first base, I cured it for how long the bottle says. All gel nail polishes will say how long. Some need longer than others, so just make sure you read your bottles. I'm now doing my second layer and you can already see there's some mess up in the thumbs. It's fine, it is what it is. We'll slowly progress. Just hang out on this journey. Alright, so I'm gonna do my best to explain this, but basically, I've seen many videos of where people just draw like this little line that I drew at first, and then they can magically make a French tip happen. I cannot. So you basically draw a little cross, and then you're going to draw from the edge where you want your French tip to end, and then drag it into the center bottom point, if that makes sense. You can see it here. And then with that little bit that is left, you kind of make a curve. I didn't do a good part of this. As you can see, I kind of do a straight line. You want to make that little curved, and then you'll have the perfect French tip. I get better with it. There's a bunch of videos on TikTok and YouTube of different ways that will work for you. After I do this with this fine nail art brush, I just take the actual nail polish brush and kind of fill it in. And then I use a lot of acetone to clean up and make it look good. And they still aren't perfect. And you know what? It's okay because I did them and I am proud of them. Alrighty, so I've gotten them all done. They aren't all like perfect. It is what it is. But I'm now going to add the pearls, which this is something I've never done. I've looked up a few videos on how to do it. Hopefully I can do it right.
we're all for the best, but let's get into it.
So here's my first time doing the rhinestone pearls. I ended up doing pearls and these little diamonds because I thought it'd be fun and something different. The thing is, I used way too much rhinestone glue and it ended up kind of making the overall look a little weird, but my suggestion would be taking like a dotting tool and putting some on there and then putting it on your nail. But the overall, like actually putting the gems on wasn't too bad. So now I'm putting on top coat, and the biggest thing is not to put too much. I really tried to like cover them, and again, that was the wrong thing to do. You mainly want to get the around the gem to your nail to make them stay. Don't do like too extra because it just affects the overall look. Alrighty, so that's it for this video. I'm filming this roughly a week later than when I was making it, so they are still all on. They all look great. So, but if you guys like these kind of videos, give it a thumbs up so I know, and I will make more of them. I kind of like this idea of filming me slowly trying to get better, because I do want to get good at doing them. I just don't know if it'll happen or not. Also, if you're not subscribed, you should hit that subscribe button down below. We are growing pretty nicely. So you should totally come join us and see just my life is what I film. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. I know you got all dressed up for the club. Waiting on Nick.